Hello, welcome back to Cargo Creations. Today's video is going to be a look at the Contemporary Hotel. Before we do that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps out the channel. We've got a mess up here with all the parade floats from Main Street. I've emptied Main Street out. I think I have, yes, I do have the Haunted Mansion parade still going just to celebrate a little Halloween. We've got some jack-o'-lanterns out here. A little bit of Halloween. We're not going to go crazy with the Halloween decorations this year. We're going to jump right into Christmas when the time comes. It's been really busy, so we will be doing that. But I did put together a little parade float with the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. And, a couple mummies in front there leading the parade. But I've got the parade float that is the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. And then we've got some of the buggies from the Haunted Mansion ride itself. So we've got two ride vehicles there, making up a small little float display, and then Maleficent's dragon, and then right down Main Street to the Magic Kingdom. So as we talk about that Maleficent's dragon, we're going to be using that. I've got another one of those, and we're going to be making Villain's Land back there soon. Hopefully we get some more data about that. But today we're going to take a look at the Contemporary Hotel. So as we come around over here, here's the Polynesian. We've got the Grand Floridian, and then across the bay, or the lagoon, I should say, the Seven Seas Lagoon, we have the Contemporary Hotel. And that is a custom build that I made a couple years back. I'm still always working on the park. But I decided to make it just half of the A-frame. So it's an A-frame building that the monorail goes through. It's one of the original hotels from back when Disney World was created back in the early 70s. And it just is, it's a mainstay. Everybody loves that. I remember going there as a kid and going through on the monorail, we didn't stay there, but we went through it to get to the Magic Kingdom. And so I just kind of pieced things together. I only made it 3 stories high just because minifigure scale, it would have been much bigger than that. I mean, it still is somewhat minifig scale, obviously. But from a standpoint of all the rooms, it would have been impossible to do it at the level that you'd have to do to have it totally accurate. But that is the Contemporary. We've got the monorail coming into it. And again, my monorail doesn't go. It is my own design of the monorail. I've seen a lot of them out there. But I've got some straightaways here, over on the side of the Grand Floridian, in front of the train station, and then also in the Contemporary. So as we come down here, I've got monorail blue inside there right now. And what I kind of did, I used to not have it closed off inside, but I closed the rooms off inside. And you can't see behind the monorail right now because it's in there. I can move that here in a second, but that I've got some artwork that I did to put by the doors, just some odds and ends. There's an Italian one. We've got the fencer helmet there. We've got tickets and some different printed pieces that I put there. Over here, some contemporary art. And I know they've totally gone with the Incredibles theme now, which I think is pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I want to do something inside there to close that off. Those doors aren't functional. I mean, they're not operational, those rooms, but I wanted to close it off inside. Still working on getting some lighting in there. But as we look at Mary Blair's mosaic there, we've got this side here. We've got hidden Mickey in there. We've got the Lego sign in there, logo in there. We've got some plant work on one side and a little planter thing. We've got the Contempo Cafe. As we look at the Contempo Cafe, we've got people purchasing things and ice cream and all that kind of good stuff in there, right next to Chef Mickey's. And so I've got to do a little bit of updating. I was down there this year, and I've got to do some updating to the decor in here, but it's always changing, and I kind of, with the pieces that I have, I kind of loosely, try to make it as close as possible, but I kind of am creative with some of the different forms and things I do inside my builds. But we've got the restaurant going on in the in Chef Mickey's here. That's a lot of people sitting there. We've got ice cream. We've got Chef Mickey in there. And if we look back through the back there, I've got some of the lobby area. So there's one room kind of completed there with tile and seats and that. I'm going to be doing behind there and over there at some point, because just to make it a little more accurate to what we see when we're in there. And if we look on the other side of Mary Blair's mosaic there in the middle, we have the 5-legged goat. And that's obviously a crowd favorite. We put that little detail in there. And I do have the security guys down there. I communicate with those guys. I went and saw those guys this summer down at the Contemporary there. We communicate every once in a while on some of the social media. And then we have the store that's in there, the big Mickey store that's on the side of the mosaic, and the side closest to the Magic Kingdom, right? And so that's kind of the inside there. And again, we've got where the monorail comes out here. We only have one side, and I'm not really planning on doing the other side. I like it open so I can get to everything from here if I want to do something inside. And that's it's a classic hotel. And I had to have that. And then when I started making that, I had to get the other hotels. We've got a little bit of addition here to the Polynesian, the new building. I'm going to work on that a little bit, but I thought that was a need, as I was making the model of the Magic Kingdom and resort area. I had to have the Contemporary. So that's kind of what we're looking at there with Contemporary. We got the buses going down in front there. What I do like, I didn't really go, out of control with the top there, with the steakhouse up there, but I know that you can at nighttime, because we did stay at Bay Lake before. You can at nighttime go up to the top of the Contemporary and look over and see the firework display at the Magic Kingdom. So as you see here, we've got the lights on now. You can kind of see everything lit up. And from that vantage point of the Contemporary Hotel, you can see the firework display. We saw it when we were in Bay Lake. We saw the room we had. We could see the lake and we could see the fireworks. And it's really a cool sight to see if you've been down there. So that is the look at the Contemporary Hotel. Now we're getting some night images here of it. And I think it turned out really well. We're really excited about getting that lit up too. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for everything here on Carago Creations. We're going to be working on lots of stuff coming up. The Cars Land expansion, the Villains Land expansion. We have just recently done a lot. Check out our videos on Fantasyland. We have the Barnstormer, an updated Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And we are going to be soon lighting up Belle's Castle back there in Fantasyland. So a lot is coming. It's a little dark back there right now, but we're going to get it lit up soon. And we're going to work on all the lands. We do that, and the park is never done. It's a great hobby. It probably seems excessive, but you know what? It's been really a relaxing hobby for me, and it's fun. A lot of memories that our family has had down at Disney. And until next time, guys, enjoy the channel. We will see you soon. Bye-bye now.